Hello, this is David Kay, your button accordion player with successful busking. That's my series because I've become successful as a busker, and in a couple hours, I can pull down $160 because I've studied this quite a bit over the years. I've never done circle shows, but I know a number of people who've done them in tourist areas such as Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, or the Esplanade down in San Diego, or sometimes even Hollywood Boulevard or Sunset in Los Angeles and Hollywood. Santa Monica Beach is also a good place to do circle shows. The circle show is a very different kind of animal because you have a starting time and a stopping time. I know of a guy who, in order to gather a crowd of people for the circle show, was doing a lot of busy work. He had a bed of nails and he would use that. And so he would spend 20 minutes straightening the nails with a pair of pliers, something that he obviously didn't need to do. But it brought interest from people, and so they hung around for a bit. And when he got about 50 or 60 people showing up for the circle, then he would start his show. And the show itself would go on about 15 or 20 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer. Another person I know would do bicycle tricks, and he was a great bicyclist. He'd also do a few skateboard things too, but generally bicycles. And what he did was to lay out a fairly big chain in a circle, and he would tweak that. He'd go around and stretch out the chain one way and condense it another way and just do things. And the chain had nothing to do with the show at all, but it attracted interest from people, and they would tend to hang out for a while, again, until they got about 50 or 60 people, and then he would start his show. The busking with a circle show, it's a bit more difficult because you have to lay out an area to do it. That can be difficult if the Merchants Association or the police department doesn't really want you to do that. But it's always good to ask whatever authority is in charge first, whether it be, say, the local shopping center or Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco is an example where there's a certain couple areas that are sort of de facto set aside for circle shows. And that works out quite well because people, if they've returned to San Francisco, will know where the circle shows are because they've seen them before. In your local community, especially if it's in a tourist area, check those out. Check with the Merchants Association. Every densely populated retail zone has a Merchants Association that is taking charge of it. Also, you might contact your local police department and say, hey, I do these shows. It's very engaging for tourists, and there's no cost to the city. That's always important to say. There's no cost to the city. And that way, they know that you are safe and sane, especially if you have a background having done this before, and you have, say, a newspaper clipping. You might want to make some copies of those. Business cards, of course, help, because the circle show is definitely a step above the regular busking scene. So you want to definitely present yourself as a thorough professional, and you will get to be making some good money on circle shows. Again, that's not my specialty, but I know enough people who have done it and are successful at it that they've supported themselves for years doing that. pay attention to whatever it is you need to pay attention to for liking me and joining my whatever there is to join here. And I thank you for watching, and I will be back with another presentation. Thank you.